Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, the A-4E community mod has been updated, and as you can see, they threw in a pretty nice new picture for the wallpaper for the background. Let's take a look at the A-4E on the new channel map and see what we can do with it there. Alright, here we are in the A4, and I'm on a Supercarrier now. Now this thing's just bouncing back and forth. Now as soon as I hit the U key, it hooks me in. So here's the weird thing. Visually I'm not hooked in, but after hitting the U key and getting the Q up in the top right hand corner, I'm actually hooked in. So he's telling me to spool it up over there. So I am going to hit my throttle forward, and they're just going to shoot me off here in a second, even though visually I wasn't hooked up, if that makes sense. So I haven't been in the A4 for a minute, but I think I remember that we're going to turn this on, we're going to turn this on, I'm going to switch this to rockets, I will grab the outer pylons, and I'm ready to shoot stuff. But it's been a minute since we've been in here, so let's take a look around in the cockpit, and as you can see, everything looks fantastic. I'd say this looks every bit as good as a paid module. My throttle works, my pedals work. I think I have the stick turned off so I can see in the cockpit. But everything is clickable, switchable, and turnable via switch, dial, and push button, as one might expect in a high fidelity DCS module. In terms of all the mod modules that you can download and mess around with and get your hands on, this one really does feel like an official product. It's just that cool. It really is a fantastic little plane. Got one of the air bases over here. And at the moment I'm playing at 3840 by 1080. And that is the native resolution of my 49-inch super ultra wide Asus monitor. Gotta admit, this really is the prettiest map they've ever created for DCS World yet. Really enjoying this channel map. And again, they just recently released the version 1.4 of the A4E Skyhawk module. And as you saw, I was able to hook up and hit the throttle forward and take off from one of the Supercarriers. Now, from what I understand, they're working on a more, I don't know, smoother, realistic way to pull it off than just hitting the U key and then the system telling you, yes, you're hooked in. And then even though if you look at it externally, visually, it didn't look like I was hooked in, but it worked. And just throttle forward, and just like you used to be able to in the F-18, instead of a salute, it'll shoot you off the deck. Of course, now with Supercarrier, there's actually a salute for the F-18, so it's a little confusing if you're used to the F-18 and the Tomcat now. Here we are heading over Dover. Now I got some enemies over here. Oh wait, I did destroy something. There we go. Whoa, these guys are shooting at me. So I just threw a couple U-boats in here to give me something to shoot at. And some ground units. So here's another A-4 that I have set up and ready to go. Sporting some different colors. Let's see if I can line this up. I used to do pretty good in this thing, but I haven't touched it in an eternity. I feel like I'm having a hard time aiming with it. Things just aren't landing where you would think they should land. So these guys are lined up on this road over here. There we go. That was a successful run. Looks like those boats want some of my attention over there. And give them a little bit of attention without getting shot out of the sky, which I'm pretty good at. I'm actually pretty good at that. Getting shot out of the sky, that is. A little bit of damage, not a lot. That was a little better. There we go, a little bit more stuff destroyed. It's always a good sign. It's a little better. Couple good hits. and that looks really nice, and that's using really low details. So options, here's what I'm running. Medium textures, terrain textures low, traffic low, water low, visibility high, heat blur off, shadows medium, no MSAA, no depth of field, no lens effects, motion blur, SSAA or SSLR, and those are the rest of my settings. This is what I use for VR. And I've hit anywhere between 77 and 144 FPS with these settings. If I go back to the fancy super everything turned on settings, I get as low as like 36 to 40 FPS at 3840 by 1080. It looks nice, but there's a price to pay. So that's it for the A-4E Community Mod version 1.4. There's a lot of other updates and features that are included in this mod, and I didn't deep dive into that. I'll include a link in this video that you can check out all the improvements and additions to the version 1.4, but I just wanted to jump in there with the A4 over the channel map, over the Dover area, and have some fun just shooting rockets and guns at the targets that I threw in there. And that was just my quick mission, but I thought you guys might enjoy that. And again, the funny thing is I started making this video, and I had made some VR videos before that, and I didn't realize I was still running in my VR settings. So this is pretty much what I have set up for VR. And I was blown away and surprised by how actually good that looked compared to the way I would normally run it. So yeah, and it was literally like twice the performance of what I'd get if I turned everything on super awesome, you know, everything flicked on max detail settings. And I challenge you guys to, you know, look at that video early on and tell me that you even knew that anything was turned off. Like, I think that's the thing. At a glance in DCS, a lot of the stuff looks so good that you really don't need to have everything cranked to the max to have a really fun, good-looking experience. And I prefer the frames per second over all the eye candy, to be honest. If it's smooth and it feels fluid, it feels like a more realistic experience to me. When it's a slideshow, it's just not that much fun. That's why I don't understand how these guys are like, I can't live without VR. Well, go ahead and enjoy that 20 frames per second, buddy. You know, because I can't see how that's fun compared to, you know, a smoother experience. And I was getting like, what, like 70 to 144 FPS with those settings I have right now. And granted, it could look better. But as you saw in the video, it didn't look bad at all. And it took me a while to realize that it wasn't cranked up, you know. But I'm curious to see what you guys think. So feel free to leave some comments there in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about that. But I'm going to leave it at that, guys. So that was the A4E Community Mod version 1.4 over the channel map in the region of Dover, doing a little bit of rocket fun. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys.